how would you go about duplicating some of your shapes here in Corel? Well, that's exactly what I want to show you in this exercise. And what I'd like you to keep in mind is everything that I show you in this exercise, you can apply not only to regular shapes, any kind of shape, by the way, but also to other types of objects here in Corel, like groups of objects, text, all the rest of it, symbols, and so on, right? So everything I show you here is applicable to all types of objects inside your documents. Okay, now what I've done here is I created a very simple shape here, obviously, just a green rectangle. Go ahead and do the same if you are following along here with me. Probably the easiest way to create a copy or a duplicate of a shape here is to select the fella, as I've done here, and I just have the pick tool still activated inside my toolbox. I single click on my shape here, and what I'll do is I'll simply copy and paste them. So to do so, what I'll do is I'll head up to the toolbar way up at the top of the interface. I'll single click on copy, and then I will single click on paste right next door. Now, it's all kind of uneventful. Nothing really seems to have happened here in Corel, but lo and behold, if I drag on my shape, as it turns out, the copy or the duplicate was pasted directly on top of the original shape. That's how it works when you copy and paste. And that's an important thing to keep in mind. So whenever you copy and paste, you're going to get that duplicate on top of the original, directly on top of the original. Let me show you that one more time. I'm just going to delete this guy here. What I'll do is I'll select the original object. Again, whatever that object might be, text or groups or symbols or whatever, select it, copy it, Control C. I'm using keyboard shortcuts this time, and then paste the fella, Control V. And once again, we get the duplicate or the copy directly on top of the original. If I click and drag, sure enough, there's the original underneath, right? That's how it works. Okay, wonderful stuff. Go ahead and delete that guy. Are there other methods, other commands that we can use here inside Corel to make copies of our shapes? Absolutely. The next command that I want to show you is actually called duplicate. So make sure you have your object or your shape or whatever it is that you have selected on screen. Head up to the edit menu and then look for a command called duplicate. Now, there's your keyboard shortcut if you want to commit that guy to memory. Control D. In any regard, go ahead and choose duplicate. Now, what should happen is you will either get a duplicate of your shape like I got here, or you'll be met with a dialog box that will allow you to set offset values, horizontal and vertical offset values. Now, let me show you something. I'm going to head up to the Tools menu and then down to Options. So Tools and then Options. Inside the Options dialog box that appears, I'll click on the General category there over on the left, and there's the horizontal and vertical duplicate offset values. So if you want to go and change those, here's where to do it. Again, I went to the Tools menu, then down to Options, then inside the dialog box here, I clicked on General over on the left-hand side. Anyway, there you go. I'm just going to cancel out of that. That's another way to create duplicates. Now that I've used the command here, what I'll do is on my keyboard, I'll just hit Control D, and I'll get another duplicate of my object, Control D again, and so on, and I can duplicate out as many objects as I want. Now I have the fun task of getting rid of all of these duplicates, but I suppose what I could do is I could hold down Shift and select multiple objects and then delete them all in one shot. Okay, now there's one more command that I want to show you here called Step and Repeat, and I'll show you how that guy works next.
To change your